We are finally at a point where we can start laying out our site plan to help us figure out how much material we will need to move in order to help create a level build site for the future barn, house, and driveway that we hope to build. Our excavator has a fixed thumb on it, which has come incredibly handy when moving brush, dumps, rocks, and logs. But now we need it out of the way, so Donnie and his uncle fabricated a custom bracket to help hold the thumb back out of the way, which will help us to be able to move dirt much more efficiently. So right now, Donnie is stripping the topsoil from the area that's eventually going to be our build site. Our plan is to create a large flat area up top over here, but first we want to take this topsoil off so we can put that aside, and then our hope is to rent a large bulldozer and then be able to put the topsoil back on over top. It's actually really awesome dirt here, so we don't want to lose it by mixing it in with all the clay and other stuff that's underneath. So our hope is to be able to still have pretty decent soil when we're all done.
So this is a Johnson rotary laser that I recently got, and it works really good using a grade rod, but when you're by yourself it's kind of hard to see where you're at. So I got this machine mount unit that will read the red laser beam off the rotary laser, and this I can mount to the arm on the excavator, and then I can see where I'm at from the operator's seat. The idea is I'm going to uncurl the bucket and use the teeth by the benchmark and try to get that on grade teeth at the benchmark, and then I know where I'm at. That's kind of the theory here.
The downhill tooth?
It's close. That's as close as I need to be for this.
Okay.
So you can see, so if I move my bucket up, the arrow is pointing down. So if you look at the arrow, it's pointing down, which means I need to lower the bucket down. That'll put me on grade. And then obviously if I were to push it down lower, it would show that I need to raise it up a little bit. So I
we have the topsoil out of the way, we're able to actually get started cutting the grade for our build site.
So we've been having some problems with bolts coming loose on our swing motor. There's a swing motor and then a gear reduction unit underneath the swing motor, and those bolts keep coming loose. I'm going to take you under the machine and show you what I'm talking about. So under here, all these bolts keep coming loose. I don't know if you can see that, but I haven't touched those, but those bolts keep coming loose, and I tried putting lock washers on them and it's not helping. So over here I found these Nordlock washers, and it's a split washer. It has these little T's top and bottom, and they kind of interlock together. So we're going to try these out and see what happens. So I've put about 16 hours on this machine since I put the Nordlock washers in, and I'm going to take you underneath and show you that they haven't moved. These seem to be working out really well, and I would definitely recommend them.
So the reason that Donnie just cut these trees down is because Donnie really doesn't want any trees, whether they look healthy or not, within felling distance of the house or barn. And the reason for that is been our experience that just because a tree looks healthy doesn't mean it actually is healthy. You could have a tree that looks fine and it's totally rotten in the middle, and it just takes a good storm to blow the whole thing over. And it's way easier to cut the trees down now than it would be once the building is there. One more tree. I think this is an ash tree. And in general around here, the ash trees are just all dying. So sometimes it's better off just cutting them down and getting ahead of it.